I have a late 90s to early 2000s F-150 with a non-working overhead console. I'm going to show you guys how to fix that in this quick short. So for the tool list, it's going to be very simple. All you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver and something to pry. You can also use a flathead screwdriver. You just need to pop a couple clips off. So the first things first, you're going to have a screw right up here, Phillips head screw. You pop that guy out, and then back here, you're going to have little clip tabs right here and right here, one on each side. You're going to want to use your little pry tool, get in there, pop them out. Just be as gentle as possible. This plastic is old, and it's probably going to be very brittle. Now that these two little clips popped out of there, this whole thing should fall right down. You're going to disconnect it right up here. We're going to bring this thing inside and break it down. Alrighty, now that you got the part off and inside, it's going to be a T10 Torx bit. Pop all these guys off to get this little control board right here. Once you get this guy out of there, there's going to be this little cable that you pop out right here. Just a pair of some needle nose pliers will do it. Just be very gentle. Again, this is older plastic. You don't want to break something. Alrighty, our next step here is to get this little green cover off there. We got a couple little tabs right here. We got two on either side. We're going to pop those guys off. That'll expose the circuit board under there, and we can get working. Now that we got that little green shield off there, just going to very gently lift up on the circuit board here, up like this, and you'll be able to pull it the whole way out. As you can see, there's your clicker for your select things and everything like that. Now we have the PCB and everything fully exposed, so we can start checking for loose solder joints. Now, what you're going to want to look for here, now that you got it off, is these 5 resistors right here. Now, what you're going to want to look for on these is if they're sitting slanted, anything like that, or they have crack soldering. They're notorious for having bad solder even where you can't see them. So put a glob of solder on either end of all 5 of these resistors, put it all back together, and I can almost guarantee you that's going to fix it. One other thing to check while you do have the solder gun out is just all your other solder points. Make sure there's nothing on the back of the board that's cracked up, anything other than that. Another thing to do is to clean out this little green plastic, you know, all that dust, get all that junk out of there so it just looks a little bit cleaner when you put it all back together. As you can see here, got some solder. Oh, if it'll focus. Got some solder globbed on all those resistors and everything. They don't have to be pretty. They just have to make sure that electricity is going to flow through them. So we're going to go hook this thing back into the truck and test it. Alrighty, now here's the moment of truth. I got it very crudely hooked back up here, and we'll see if we get power to it. And look at that. She lights up. And we're facing west, and it is icy outside. Very true. Look at that. Simple as that. Now I'm going to put this all back together, hang it back up in there, and that's how you do it. And we got everything back up in there. As you can see there, 34 degrees west. It works again. Make sure to like and subscribe.